to Stone and Grace. If you're new here, my name is Bristol, and I'm so glad that you're going to spend a few minutes of your day with me. Today's video is going to be part 2 of leaving at 2 a.m. to go to estate sales and thrift stores that are up the road. In this video, part 1 is all about the estate sales that we visit. Part 2 will be about all the thrift stores that we stopped at as we traveled back home. So I know you all are excited. I appreciate you all so much for all of your comments in part 1. For those of you that didn't know about the ads, I appreciate you sticking through them. It means the world to me. Every comment, like, share, subscriber, it just helps me out so very much, and I'm so thankful for each and every one of you. So I hope that you will enjoy part 2. As always, I would love to know what you would pick up once you watch the video, if there was anything that stuck out. I'm going to be honest, the thrift stores were hit and miss, but that's okay. Because we still were able to have fun and find a few items that were really cool. So I hope that you grab your coffee or your favorite beverage or whatever it is that you're drinking whenever you see this, and that you come along and let's go thrifting, friends. So we are at the Habitat Restore in Sanford, North Carolina. It is located on Wicker Street. I did not get any footage walking up to the front of it or anything, so you can see the outside. There was a truck that was unloaded, and there was a bunch of furniture out there, so I was just trying to be respectful of them and everything that was going on. But this store, they had a lot of hard goods. Some of the prices were a little high, in my personal opinion, especially stuff that was sitting in a window. I'll later show a mantel clock, and it was $20, but the tag was faded, so you know it had been in that windowsill for a very long time. I don't think that they have a large turnover rate here for their inventory, just based on how everything is just kind of like thrown. Later on, you'll see that in the back. I think up here is what they consider to be a little bit more valuable items, depending on whoever's pricing them. They had a large selection of dishware and cups and saucers and stuff of that nature. There was a lot of furniture, but nothing that was really worth buying. I don't know if like this is the hot place to be first whenever they open or not. According to Chat AI, it said that it was, but right next door also to it is called Habitat 2, or also Habitat or something like that. But from this section of the store, you just walk up a couple of stairs and go to it. And in that section of the store, I'll show you later on in the video, is where they have a lot of their holiday items. So fall and Christmas and clothing is located in that store. Don's Bazaar in Sanford, North Carolina, headed home, and I had passed by this building several times. Don't let the appearance fool you. He really did have a lot of cool things. Of course, this is, I need to go to first. He prides himself on being like a variety, novelty, thrift shop, but he has a lot of cool pieces, but they are at like collector's price. So there's not a whole lot that I could do to purchase and be able to offer you a great deal as well. But if you're ever in the area, it's definitely worth checking out. It goes and goes and goes. It's just like little sections that are connected to one another. I will forewarn you, every time you walk into a room that is like sectioned off, you can tell here he's created these rooms and divided them with lattice and like plywood and stuff like that. There's these little motion sensor, you see it right there, that little white box. There's motion censored chimes, so it plays like one room has Ghostbusters playing, this room right here has Christmas theme music playing. If you're not expecting it, it will take you off guard, and I will admit I might have jumped a little bit, but nonetheless, it's still a cool place to check out. I really didn't walk out of here with a whole lot. He had some really great pieces that I would have loved, even personally, I would have loved them. There is a picture that is towards the end of our little section here with him. I'll try to hop back on and point it out to you, but I just really loved it. This chair was $100, so you can tell the type of shape it's in. But anyway, you never know what you're going to find. That's just, that's anywhere you go. I thought this lamp was beautiful, but it was at $50, and in my booth, I wouldn't even price it for that. So I just, it depends on what you're going for, what you're looking after. I still think it's a fun place to shop, and I wanted to showcase it with you all because I've always wondered what was inside of it. I'm sure other people probably pass by Don's Bazaar and think the same thing. I will say he only takes cash or Cash App, so there is not a debit or credit card machine in his store. So be prepared for those things. So be prepared for the little chiming, noisy tone, alarm things, and then be prepared to have cash if you come. wanted to add that I don't think that in this area it's any like booth related vendor spots. I think this is all his stuff that he has curated in each section depending on the theme. Here's that painting that I was talking about earlier. It is a pastel sketch. I'm not exactly sure if it's like colored pencil or chalk or something like that. It's a Native American Western. I really loved it. It was marked at $50. Worth the price if you are a personal collector, most definitely. I would have loved to have it for my little boy's room, but I left it behind. You know, like I said, it just depends on what you're after when you walk in here, but I didn't find anything that I would be able to bring back to you all. Our next stop is not even within a mile from Don's, and it is the Over the Hills PTO thrift store, I believe. Western Over the Hills PTO thrift store. It's kind of in a hard area to spot. It's up off the road on a slight hill, but like they have a gate that's across their driveway, and there's not really a sign unless you're looking for that sign that's on the side of the building facing the roadway. They had a large selection of clothes in here. There was a small selection of hard goods and homeware, and they like that right there is all you see of furniture. That's all they had. So I believe that this thrift store is probably one to hit right at opening, just because based off the space that they have on the shelves that were empty. It kind of looked like maybe the highlights or whatever that was good, you know, had already been picked over and gone through. So of course I bought one thing here. It was a picture. It has not gone in a booth yet. I am waiting. I've marked down a couple of pieces that I have in the booth now, so I'm waiting for those to sell because I am limited on wall space, unfortunately. I wish I could display every piece and curate it as you would display it in your home, but just having limited space, you know, I am only allowed to put so many pictures in one area, and I try to utilize the back side of my booth for that. My next video I'll have to take you along to give you another tour. It's been a little while since I've done that, but that way you can see kind of what I'm talking about for everyone that's new here. But on the back side of my booth where the walls are, that helps stabilize the booth itself. That's kind of where I put a lot of my framework. Our last stop was at the Pickens Coop, right down from the train tracks, across the road. Now, this is a true antique store. Their prices reflect that of antiques. There was a lot of booths that had like any great sales going on, but they have 2 locations. They have this one, I'll put up here in the description or on the screen this location, as well as their sister store. I want to say that's on Rayford Road, maybe. I don't know. This is closer to Fayetteville, so I'll put all the information there, but I just wanted to take you here. I've never been here. I've always heard about the Pick and Coop, but I would say if you're coming here to plan for antique prices. But also know that you will find a lot of cool things here. You truly never know what any booth has. And to me, it's always so fun to see the variety of items that people have in their booths.